Well, hey, B, it's JamiThatsMe here. I am back. I am back to talk more about the situation regarding Allison Holker, the widow of Stephen Twitch Boss. I want us to talk more about that. You know, we got into some things in a previous video. A lot of people have been coming for Allison, and we just learned a lot of things. You know, she is about to drop a book that's going to be telling more about her life, but also she's going to be including some of the journal entries of Twitch. And originally, I will say, and you'll hear it in that video, where I felt like, it's okay for her to kind of discuss some of the essay that may have happened to him, but not so much as the drugs. But the more I thought about it, I was not right in that. I was definitely wrong in that because he's not here to add additional context or anything to his story because it does belong to him. And the more I think about that and reflect on that, I don't think that's right, especially if she's doing that for profit. I knew that she may mention some of it, but I didn't know she was going to take his actual journal entries and just like put his journal entries in the book. I don't think that's necessarily right. In all honesty, it does make me want to go back and just, look more into like different interviews and their relationship and stuff, because I'll be very honest, I am side-eyeing Miss Allison at this point. When I tell you, so many people that love and support Twitch have been coming out of the woodworks speaking out against Miss Allison, it's not looking good, especially when you have nobody that's defending you. Okay. I remember seeing a post not too long ago where the brother of Twitch did haven't even seen his niece and nephew. I think that he finally got a chance to see the kids, and I think it may have been November. I think it may have been November of last year, 2024. I don't think he's seen the kids since December of 2022 after the funeral. So either way, it's been either a year or more than a year since the brother has even been able to see his niece and nephew. Like, why would it be that long? So it's just different things that's coming out about Miss Allison that's definitely making me give her a bit of a side eye. And you guys know one of the close friends to Stephen Twitch is Manny Cross, and he has been on her ass for some time. And I talked about that video earlier in 2024, sometime during the summertime when she first did the soft launch of her new man that she's dating. I believe his name is Adam Edmonds or something like that. He's a tech CEO of some sort. So he kind of called her out at that moment. Well, she took it too far when she decided to sit down, do this interview with People magazine to announce the book that she's going to be dropping soon to come. When I tell you, so many people have come out to speak out against Miss Allison, and I want us to get into all of what the people have said up until this point. So let us go ahead and get started. Okay. The first thing that I have here is a man by the name of G. Nardi. Okay. Now, I came across his comment actually under the post that People magazine put on their page. So I clicked on his name to try and see more about him, went to his story, and that's where he decided to add People magazine as well as Allison Holker, saying, "How dare you do this to sell a book? You don't really know me because you always refuse to acknowledge me the few times I was around you with him, but I am an old friend of Steven's. I remember when he fell in love with you. He was giddy over you. He would never do this to you if the shoe was on the other foot. He hated all the things you have become, the spotlight, the limelight, the attention you seek. Who does any of this serve? Not Stephen, not his memory. It definitely doesn't serve his children or his family. You have become the definition of what he didn't want to be. Shame on you." Okay, so that is what one of the guys had to say that came out. It looks like he had more to say. He says, "My brother was and always will be the GOAT, and nothing anyone can say will change who he was and always will be." Okay, we're going to get into this video in a second too. I do believe this person may potentially be related to Twitch, and he came out with his own thoughts about this particular situation. But I want us to keep going because this is one of the people that wanted to come out and speak on behalf of Twitch. Okay, so let us get into more. Okay, there's another person named J. Chris Moore who says, due to the recent selfish acts of a certain horrible piece of trash human being who only wants to use my best friend's memory to benefit herself and her stupid ass book she's selling, I think I want to go live and share some real, actual, heartfelt memories of Steven and open it to anyone who wants to hop in and share. We will not let this self-centered, oh wow, triglyceride, troglodyte, I hope I said that right, control the narrative and try to do anything other than shine light and love on his memory. If you want to hop on the live, respond to this story, and I'll let you know when I'm gonna go live. Let's remind the world how amazing he was and the impact he made on so many lives. Okay, so that is what he said. He also goes on to say, you the one that was doing drugs. Okay. Now, this is an allegation coming from Jay Chris. There's another allegation of her doing drugs coming from Manny Cross, and another allegation of her doing drugs coming from someone by the name of Courtney and Pat. I think that's correct. She also called her out. Okay. It's a lot. He goes on to say, we know the real. Let's not forget what was up your nose. Child, listen, it's so much going on. It just makes me want to go back and look deeper into, their dynamic. Okay, it's a little, I don't know. Okay, it's just a little interesting. This isn't a good look. This is not a good look. This is not a good look. And when I hear about the NDAs, when he passed away, you really got family members signing NDAs. It's a bit crazy for me. Okay, his actual family members having to sign NDAs before they can actually attend the funeral, like that just doesn't make. That's crazy. Then to have other individuals back that story up, it's been like two or three people to say the same thing, that that's what she did, and I can't support it. I just cannot. Like, are you okay? That's sketchy behavior. I mean, even I don't know if she's had anything to do with, his unaliving. From our understanding, what was ruled was that it was self-inflicted. Okay. So therefore he died by suicide. Now, his grandfather is a person that hasn't really accepted that story, and it didn't really make sense to him and still doesn't believe it to this day. A lot of friends and family don't believe it. Okay. They just don't believe it. Okay, some of the details at the scene don't make sense. It's a lot of things that are questionable surrounding the passing, and I don't know, child. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I wouldn't be surprised if in a few years they decide to dig him up or something, and do some additional analysis or whatnot. I don't know if they can or can't. I don't know. But the way the people are upset about this and not accepting how he passed away, and based on her antics and how she's moving, I don't know. I don't know if she had anything to do with it or not, but I feel like the way they've been coming for her, I think that somewhere behind the scenes they feel like she may be responsible or something. You guys let me know what you're thinking about this matter at hand. Like, it's a crazy, crazy story. Now, someone else speaks up against her as well, and this person is Nelson Diaz, NFT. Okay, he says, for over a decade I put up with so much disrespect and just plain evil stuff from you because of him. I should have dropped you as a manager. I hate that I built you up and fought extremely hard for you to get jobs. Even hiring you as a judge on a show on Bravo I helped build. Should have let them fire you when you showed your true colors on set and held us up because you could barely speak. Don't act holier than thou with the demons and skeletons you have. Your house is made of glass. I don't have to say a thing. Others are coming for you now. People know my addictions journey because it's part of my testimony. If you truly are healed, then share your true self and not monetize Steven. Okay, so that is what's being said out here about her as well. Someone else who happens to be the cousin of him says, yeah, I don't give a fuck about an NDA. This crazy woman made me and his actual family, okay, including his mother, sign an NDA just to even attend the funeral. She's been trying to tarnish his legacy and refuses to let the Boss family see the children, only to exploit and lie on my cousin. Hell no. Okay, so that is what she says. And remember, his brother has an IG page, and I was over there on that page, and I remember seeing a picture of him with the two kids, and it was taken in sometime in like a November. I really think it was November of last year. I'll have to double check to see, but I believe it was in November of last year. And somebody asked, "Hey, is this recent?" And he said, "Yes, I have not seen the kids since what did he say? Since December of 2022." Okay, so that is what he said. And yes, 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 this photo is indeed from yeah, that's what he says. Actually, it's for, I mean, that's where it is, okay? Over there on his page. All right. This was November 3rd, 2004. He gave a statement. Somebody says, "This is recent. That's great." And then he responds, "Yes, got to spend some time for the first time since December 2022." Okay. So I'm not sure. Listen, okay, I don't know if he has been too busy or something. Maybe she's been too busy, but let the cousin tell it. They're accusing Allison of refusing to allow the family to see the kids, and this was the first time they were able to see the kids in November 3rd, 2023. Okay, and I do believe shortly after that, Allison made sure to make a post of her and her boo. I wonder if she still has that photo up of her and her man over here on her page. It's just been really crazy because honestly, I don't know what to believe, y'all. I mean, I am looking at her sideways, but at the same, I just don't know. Okay, yeah. So that was around the yeah, the 14th. It looks like she made some posts with her man. Okay, shortly after that. So I guess she's been in great spirits. She's been pretty happy, and she's been open to allowing the family to see the kids because she's been in this very happy space. So she posted this shortly after the brother got to see the kids or whatnot. But she still has pictures of, their dad on here. Okay, she says, "Our angel," this was on December 13th. "Our angel is watching over us and protecting us. You are always on our hearts, and we will always love you. We miss you, Stephen. 2 years with you, not here, but you are always on our minds. We love you." Okay, so that is what she made a post of. So she's continuing to think of him. All right, and that's that. So you all leave your thoughts about this, but it's definitely not stopping anybody from continuing to drag Miss Ma'am. Okay, I don't know if she cut her comments off or anything, but okay, yeah, no, she didn't cut them off. So I'm sure she's privy to a lot of the negative comments that may be coming her way surrounding this particular, sit down that she did. But let's get into more, okay? Because I told you guys that we would listen to some audio. So let me see what this other post was. Okay, that was the brother. So now I want us to go ahead and check out. I'm not sure if this is a family friend or cousin. They are saying that it's a cousin, but I'm not necessarily sure. But either way, it's someone that was close to Twitch, and we can see that just from a lot of the pictures and things on their page, videos and stuff. So they have spent quite a bit of time together. So there's that. But let us go ahead and check out this.
I just have to say something. I feel like somebody from Stephen's natural family should say something. And the last time that I recorded, I pretty much was talking about the NDA, non-disclosure agreement, and how we were asked to sign it in order to see Stephen or memorialize him at his funeral. And I'll be honest, I'm not a celebrity. It was very difficult to navigate the whole concept of having to sign a piece of paper in order to see my cousin, whom I loved and valued.
Okay, so it is the cousin.
So that was very difficult. But the entire time that we were asked to sign that NDA, the rhetoric was that we were doing so to protect his legacy. And as I stand today and I hear what's in the news and I see what's going on today, I refuse to believe that NDA, the reasons why we were asked to sign the NDA, had any merit, because there's nothing that happened today that was meant to protect his legacy. And
this is like the fourth person to come out and say, fourth or fifth person to say that they had to sign NDAs. Like, that is a bit crazy to me. And why would you need to protect a person's legacy at their funeral? Like, I'm a little confused about that, but okay.
Sadly, it's just a time where we're having to peel back the layers and see just a tidbit of what Stephen had to endure. And being that none of us, the family, for a person to be married to somebody that committed suicide, and then that person supposedly find a shoebox, disclose the contents of the shoebox with the entire world, then read that your loving husband's journal, private personal journal, and then share the contents of that with the world, it's very difficult to believe that you have any interest in protecting his legacy. And you have kids. You're always talking about how you're so concerned with how the family moves and the things that is being said on our personal pages. But you can go straight to the source and find out that you're delivering contents of shoeboxes. So let me ask the question, who stands to gain from this? Is it the world, or is it you? Because nobody benefits from you supposedly dropping dimes about your late husband. Honestly, that's the weirdest energy. It's weird. We all know that knew Stephen, that loved him. When he died, we all showed him honor. We've all showed him appreciation. We've given him tributes. We've given him posts. You can carry on the charade with the public world, but we know exactly who you are. We see you. We dialed you up. And at the end of the day, you can act like however you want to act. You can be as Hollywood as you want to be, but you still got to live with yourself. Do you like what you see in the mirror? A liar? A narcissist? For what? You leverage Stephen's death to elevate yourself. It's sad. It's sad, and I just know it needs to be said, and I don't know who's gonna say it. I don't know, but it's me. It's me, and Stephen was somebody. He was great. He was remarkable. He was talented. He was gifted. He was nurturing. He was respectful. He was mindful. And I know 100% that if the shoe was on the other foot, he wouldn't be revealing the contents of your shoebox with the world. And your journal would be intact with him, because he'd have respect and honor for who you were. Much better than I can say for you. I
Wow.
to say something,
Wow. Much better than I could say for you, child. Ain't that something? Miss Allison has definitely pissed the people off. But there are some people that have come to try to defend Miss Allison. And I do want us to check that out, okay? All right, let's see here. One of the things I want to get into is this post that was listed, this comment under the people, okay, under people's page. And it says, this whole thing made me sad. He's gone. Why tear apart this name? I was fully supportive about you moving in and being happy, but this paycheck was not worth disgracing his name. So then Allison responds to the person and says, I'll always love you, just trying to help people feel safe to ask for help and support. I guess they meant to say they were fully supportive about her moving on and being happy. Okay, but this paycheck was not worth disgracing his name. She says, "I always love you. Just try to help. Just trying to help people feel safe to ask for help and support." So that is what her whole, I guess, message is when it comes to this book. And you guys leave your thoughts and comments below. In addition to, somebody kind of supporting her, she reposted this amongst others. But this one says the fact that people are tearing Allison down, especially people that were supposed to be in her corner, former colleagues, friends, some of her late husband's family, when she has slowly started to work out the events of the last 2 years and is hoping to share her story to help others, is wild. Let's not forget that she is also a person with emotions, with grief, and with a story. She is allowed to share what she's gone through and do it so that she can be transparent and help others in the process. Allison, I hope you know that even though there is some emotional hate coming at you, that there are so many more that love you and your honesty and vulnerability. Okay, so this is something that was said to Allison, and I do agree it is a part of her story for her to share and tell, and part of her healing journey and her being vulnerable and things. But I also feel like after reading so much and hearing so much, for the person to say people that are supposed to be in her corner, these are also people that she requested sign an NDA in order to attend his funeral. Okay, to view him. These are also people that, that have likely not even been able to see their relatives, which are those children that she shared with Twitch. So not trying to, really eat her up too much, but also just as much as she is human and have feelings, they do as well. And I think the family has a right to feel a way if they feel as though she may be going forward trying to disparage his name. Now, that may not be her intention. Maybe that's not what, she's meaning to do. I don't know. But if that's how they feel, I think they're entitled to feel how they feel, and they would need to have that conversation if she was trying to have that conversation with them, okay, to sort some things out. Because in all honesty, once she found the journals and things that she found, and she was, reading all of his information before sharing it with us, with her being a person that said in her interview she wants her kids to learn things from her before they learn from other people, you would think that she would likely have a conversation with somebody in his family, maybe the mom or the brother, like, hey, I saw these things in Twitch's belongings, and he talked about this and that. I just want to get more of an understanding about him. Can you tell me more of this, that, whatever, so I'll be able to share that information with my kids later on. And I don't think that happened. Okay, it seems like a lot of family and loved ones were definitely blindsided by this book, and I just feel like they're entitled to feel how they choose to feel. Okay, but you guys let me know your thoughts and comments down below about the overall situation. Do you feel like she's taking it too far? Okay. Do you feel like she's taking it too far? Do you think the family is taking it too far? They don't have to drag her as if she didn't experience some traumatic things, considering the fact that that was her husband that chose to remove himself. Leave your thoughts and comments down below. Okay. That's all that I have for you guys at this time. I'm Jami. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
Tell him I preach to the choir. Stand with my feet to the fire. Give all the glory to God. Stand in the midst of these haters, I'm silent, nobody can stop me. Just gotta check in my notification, them numbers hit like it's a proxy. Cashed out at the ATM, and the ATL, they done made a gym. I've been kicking doors like the ATF, got them trying to clone me like Agent Smith. Game time, I invaded gym, high elevated, I can face the rim. Putting shots up, I got laser focus, about to take it over, I'm Invader Zim. On a trip to Florida like it's A&M. Who that nigga, man, they say I'm him. Spit the truth, never wasting film, I can fill a pool, we gon' make them swim.